on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. #1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. Now a screen set up for Henry. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now he'll run it. Ooh. And he'll be taken down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Aguilar goes off in motion. First and goal, and it's Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Back at the 3-yard line. Third and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Detroit.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now to throw on first down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson up top again. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Pistol give to Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete.
trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
On third down, they go with Montgomery. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Sims now to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now Jackson. He'll find Aguilar complete. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He'll tuck it and take off. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson now. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. So just a couple of field goals through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our score at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Aguilar able to make the catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that. They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll go again here with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll go play action with Goff. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the option, they give it to Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
Sudden change, so you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
A hit, and he has lost the football. The Lions have got it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Patrick motioning here. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. Third down coming up. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Ravens bring their punt team out as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
One more time with Montgomery. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Tim Patrick, touchdown Detroit. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A pickup there of 13. First down, Baltimore.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. Now 2nd and inches. Jackson up top again. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Raven first down. Henry. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. Second down, 8 for the first down. Here's Henry. And And he's going to be taken down. The Lions call their first timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here is first and goal. Now Henry. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. For the lead, here is third and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down.
Well, that third down stop sets up a big conversation on this sideline of the offense, Mike. You find yourself in fourth and short, but you're trailing. I think at this stage here in the fourth quarter, I got to send my kicking unit on, take the lead, and hopefully my defense can continue to get stops to pull this game out.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2. And will start this drive with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Our first down throw there is incomplete. Another try, second and 10. Now Goff. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Here we go. One final play. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They took this one down to the wire. Late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.